like that everybody feels like they have to dance when they come out here. And
well, I was excited, but I had never seen that clip before. Oddly enough, I danced in the clip, and then I thought I'd show a little bit of those moves.
yeah.
But then I didn't want to get all schwitz.
Yeah,
You know what
no,
I mean?
you did the right amount of time. It was
Yeah,
great.
I feel good about it.
Can I show your Facebook photo too? Just one
Did you
quick
find
one.
one?
I found one, yeah. Let's take a look.
Yeah.
That was this weekend, I guess. Yeah.
That was the Mexican trip.
That's right.
I was intrigued by the young woman's picture with who held up the underpants. Where is she?
She's somewhere over there, Claudia, right there.
Don't be ashamed of that. What a moment. I'm glad you posted that.
Yeah.
And now we can all enjoy it.
On her birthday. Happy birthday, Claudia.
Happy birthday to you.
So, congratulations to you. You're doing very well on this show. You got an Emmy nomination, a Golden Globe nomination, and the show's doing well.
Thank you.
It's funny, you're funny.
Thank you. It's incredibly exciting.
Yeah.
You know, you audition for years and years, and you know, you hope that what you're doing is working, and you think it is, and then you keep getting close, and then it doesn't happen, and then for something like this to happen to work out so well is very validating.
Yeah.
And it makes you think that you're not crazy.
Well, sometimes too, you think you missed something, and it really is. It wasn't meant to be, and you get a show like this where every character, everybody on the show, everybody's probably so much fun to work with.
Yeah, it's a great experience. We have so much fun on the show. Everybody's like.
Well, tell people what the show is if they haven't seen it.
If you haven't seen New Girl, it stars Zooey Deschanel, who moves into a loft with 3 other guys, and you can imagine what then happens thereafter.
Right.
And I play Schmidt, who's kind of a womanizer who doesn't get many women.
And you're married and you have a daughter.
I do.
How old is your daughter?
My daughter is 3.
That's a cute age.
It's the best.
What is she doing?
She just had her first ballet recital. It was incredible. And, you know, you sit there and you watch, and first of all, I didn't know what was going to happen. And I thought they would play like a true ballerina song, which I don't necessarily know what that sounds like. But, you know, they like open up those boxes and they're a little ballerina, and it's like, toot-toot-toot-toot. But they played Aretha Franklin, Respect. And it went to a whole thing, and oh my gosh. I have it on video. It was just it was an amazing moment.
She danced ballet to Aretha Franklin?
Yeah. It wasn't really ballet, but she did have a tutu on and tights and the whole thing, and it was just, what a moment.
Well, good. Well, hopefully she becomes a dancer. That would be a wonderful thing.
I would be thrilled.
Do you dance? I mean, we saw that, but did you take dance class?
I have never taken any dance classes. However, I did go to one when I first moved out to LA. There's a dance studio, I don't know if you're familiar with it, called Millennium. Mm-hmm. It's in North Hollywood. I guess it's like the mecca of all dancing. And I was in acting class with a few people who took dance class there, so I decided, oh, I'll go. And I get there, and they're the most attractive ladies there I've ever seen in my life, and I go, this is the place for me. I think I should be dancing instead of this acting thing. And Wade Robson was teaching the class. I was unfamiliar with Wade Robson at the time. If you don't know who Wade Robson is, he's like the Pele of dancing. And what the class is, it's like a 45-minute class where there's 50, 60 dancers in a room, and he just stands in front and teaches you a routine. Choreography is not my forte.
You thought you were going to learn to dance.
Well, I just thought, oh, okay, let's do this routine. And then he's on 1, 2, 8 count, 4 count. We're on our knee. I thought my knee was going to explode. And I had to sit out and watch. And my embarrassment was only overcome by like, this is incredible. It's so unbelievable what they do. And because when you're doing that, you think that you look like that too. And then you actually see video of it, and you go, oh my God, I could have sworn I was doing the exact same thing.
Right.
But why do you look like a butterfly in the sky, and I look like that?
Like that.
That's not good.
Yeah. Well, it's a good thing you got New Girl, because you're doing just fine. You don't need to dance. Well, everybody from New Girl, say hello to my guest DJ, Max Greenfield, over there.
Let me tell you something. I'm having a good time over here.
It's not a bad spot to be in. I'm loving your Comme des Garçons shirt you were wearing.
Oh, thank you very much.
I think you were wearing that last time. You liked
I know,
the Comme
and
des
you
Garçons.
complimented it, so I wore it again.
I was actually going to wear a sweater. We would have matched had I worn mine.
Wouldn't that have been the best? Government can't shut that vibe down.
No. And your little girl is how old now?
She's gonna be 4 in January.
And does she like music? Is she listening to anyone?
Out of the blue last night, we were reading our Busy Town book, and she just goes, "Hey, Daddy," and I go, "Yeah," and she goes, "I like Katy Perry." I go, "Oh, do you?" And she goes, "Yeah, I'm really into Katy Perry, Daddy." And I go, "What song do you like?" She goes, "Don't worry about it."
Really?
And then she fessed up and she goes, "I like the Tiger song." And I go, "Oh, I know that song." And then, so this chapter is now beginning of my life where she comes home and she goes, "I like Katy Perry, I want to go to the concert now." And then this is the beginning of what I assume to be the end.
Yeah. So here's something your 3-year-old, she's 4 now, right?
She'll be 4 in January, yeah.
All right, January what?
27th.
Mine's the 26th. How freaky is that? The sweaters and...
Oh my God. I'm telling you,
We are so connected, you and I. Good to see you again.
it's good to see you too.
Are you excited about the Super Bowl? Are you a football fan?
I'm kind of a football fan. You know what? I was excited to see last week Ellie Kemper hosting this show.
Oh, yes.
She did such a good job. I
She
was
did.
watching it backstage.
Yeah, she did a great job.
She was unreal.
She, poor girl, we threw her into it and she had to learn the whole thing in a couple of hours, so.
She was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really nice to see.
Yeah.
No, I don't have any stake in the Super Bowl. I'm a Giants fan.
Oh, that didn't happen.
Yes,
Yep.
well, kind of.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So you don't care who wins?
I guess via brother, I want Peyton
Yeah.
and the Broncos.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
probably half of the crowd. I guess the other
Yeah.
half is Seattle.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And a third don't care at all. I love Seattle, and I really do. I was hoping for the Saints myself, and then the Packers, and then that didn't happen. So I really didn't care until Zane Beadles from the Broncos came on the show and professed his love for me, and so of course I am now for them.
Well, now I'm all in.
Good, you're for the Broncos.
Yeah, of course.
And so is
Why not?
Mario. Mario also thinks the Broncos will win with 2 or 3 points.
You're throwing out a line?
No, she did a whole Jedi mind trick. Don't pay attention.
I did not. Is your wife a fan?
This is the one time of year I think she gets into football.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it's like a party.
Yes,
You know, and she likes the party.
It is. And will you? Who doesn't like to party?
Yeah, she apologizes for it sometimes.
For partying?
Yeah, sometimes we'll be at dinner and she's like having a couple cocktails and she gets a little loud and she'll go, "Oh, sorry, I like to party." I'll be like, "Honey, keep it down." "Ugh, sorry, I like to party," and then she'll just go back in.
How long have y'all been married?
Oh God, so long. 5 years now.
5 years is not a long time.
No, but we've been together for 11.
Oh. They applaud because in Hollywood that is a long time. That is,
Look at that.
yeah. And you and your wife have a beautiful little child who the last time you were here, you were guest DJing, and
Yes.
you told me that she was obsessed with Katy Perry's song Roar.
Yeah, she got real into Roar.
And is she still into Roar?
It went from like these nursery rhymes and kind of, like Itsy Bitsy Spider to Roar. Mm-hmm. And I thought, well, this is a transition. But now that's opened the door to all pop music. And the problem becomes is she starts singing these songs that she doesn't know the words. Like blurred lines will come on the radio. All of a sudden, she knows all the words to this song, and she's going, "You want it, you want it." I'm like, you don't want it at all. You don't know what it is. I quite frankly hope you never know what it is. Especially in the scenario with, goodness gracious, that song.
Oh, yeah, that's scary to hear your daughter sing that, but it's adorable at the same
She's so
time.
happy too in the backseat of the car. I'm like, please, you've got to stop.
How old is she?
She's 4.
But that's adorable though, kind of.
It's kind of the best. You're
Yeah.
like at the same point, you're like, please don't sing that, but I also kind of want to film it.
Yeah, of course. You want to put that up. That's
that's
really
right.
cute. Hey, before we run out of time, we have to talk about the fact that Prince was on your show. Look at that. Prince was on New Girl. You a Prince fan?
I'm a huge Prince fan. It was one of the most surreal experiences of my life. There was a scenario during the show where he's singing on stage and the gang joins him on stage and we dance with Prince. And he kind of moves off to the side, kind of like where Mario would be behind the DJ booth. And I noticed that I was up against the DJ booth right next to him, and I'm dancing, and his song's on, and I'd completely forgotten about the show or the character or acting at all. And I was like, I'm just feeling this and I'm dancing. And I kind of looked over at him, and he gave me a look like, hey man, I'm kind of proud of you, kind of thing. But I also realized like what he was looking at was a 13-year-old at his bar mitzvah, maybe. And I didn't want that to be the reality in this. I wanted to be like, hey, me and Prince are on the same level. We're just, and I could see like that wasn't happening. But he was happy that I let loose, that I was free in that moment.
That's very cool.
Yeah, it was the coolest.
That's like going to open it up to all kinds of people that are going to come do the show now. Once Prince does it.
Let's hope.
Yeah.
Are you available?
Yeah. No, but I'll send Ellie Kemper, because she can.
Yeah, that's right.
She does my work now. Say hello to our guest DJ today. That's Max Greenfield over there. Thank you for being here so early in the morning. What did you do last night?
Oh, I watched from home.
Oh.
And I got my tux ready for today. I just was so excited. Any excuse to wear a tux.
You look nice. You look very, very nice.
Congratulations.
Thanks. It was fun. It was really, really fun.
You were so fantastic.
Well,
the monologue was great. I loved every bit of it. I guess it was the highest rated Oscars since 2005.
Yeah, that's what I read, yeah.
I think it was also the highest rated entertainment program since the Friends finale.
Since the Friends, isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it was a great year. All the movies nominated were amazing. All the performances, all the actors there. It was just a great show. I thought it was, and like I said, the performances, it was just a fun show.
Yeah, and who knew? Liza Minnelli.
Liza Minnelli. I don't know if people didn't know she was there when I made the joke about the best impersonator, and she's a totally cool lady. I mean, I went up to her later and she was like, funny and fine, but I think people thought I was offending her in some way, but she was totally cool.
That's not how I read the situation.
Oh, yeah?
You mentioned Edgar as the winner of the night. I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think Liza really won the Oscars last night.
Yeah. She was all over everybody. Yeah, she was hugging. I think she and Lupita are really close friends now.
Lupita won.
Yeah.
And the 12 Years a Slave group was a big group. And they were all so fired up. And Steve McQueen got up and was like, yes, kissed her face. And I think Liza was like, she was so close. I think she was just kind of like, oh, I can do this. Let's all do this. Yes.
Right. Yeah.
And she got up and she hugged her and she had that kind of vibe of like, oh, well, what do we do now?
Yeah. Yeah, it was so much fun, and everybody in that whole area. When I thought about bringing pizza, because everyone's starving there, and because especially women don't eat for days before that show.
That's right.
Because they know they're in a dress and they're going to have to sit down, so I knew they'd be starving. I just didn't know they would eat. So when I took the chance of actually bringing and surprising that guy who had no idea I was going to bring him on stage. And they all ate it. Like, everybody was a good sport last night. And like that retweet, let's show the picture of the selfie. So I started out with Meryl, and then everyone jumped in, and it was like, you can't see it, but next to Jennifer Lawrence, that's Jared Leto's eye, and. You have to understand, I was on one section of there's Angie and Lupita in the back and Brad. Kevin Spacey was about 5 rows back. He jumped up, knocked 2 people over to get there. Channing Tatum is next to Julia Roberts. And Jared Leto ran from like the other side of the theater going, I'm getting in on this. I heard him jump in when Bradley took the picture, so his eye is there, but he ran from the other side of the theater. It was crazy. I think there's a picture of the back of it that somebody showed.
I think Liza is trying to get
Liza's in the back. Look at Liza.
She was fired up.
I know.
She was fired up to be there.
It was great. Hey, Max, how are you?
Good day to come.
I know. Yeah.
Giving everybody stuff.
All kinds of stuff. The last time you were here, thank you very much. You were our guest DJ for the Oscar show that we did.
Yes.
Well, the day after the Oscars.
That was so much
Yes.
fun. You were so great that night.
Oh, thank you. Well, you were so great to be here for us. Thanks so much.
Yeah, it was jarring to kind of come in the morning, then like the morning after, and be like, oh, there's Jared Leto. I saw you last night.
Yeah, I know. It was fun to see everybody the next day.
Yeah, it was really cool.
So you're here on a good day because you're a huge Friends fan, Lisa Kudrow fan.
I know, that's exciting.
Yeah. Like you're like a huge fan.
I was a pretty big fan. There was a point early on where it was like the whole Thursday night, and it was Friends and Seinfeld and Mad About You and Will and Grace, and it was all those shows.
Yep.
But Friends was a real standout
Yeah.
for me.
I know. And you found something. I think you were like you were looking for items and merchandise.
Yeah, no, I'm not sure what I was looking for.
Yeah.
But I was definitely on the internet, and I found a Friends yarmulke. And it was just, I mean, have you ever been you're just on the internet and you find something and you just find yourself gazing at it for a while?
Well, did you buy it?
I did not buy it.
How much was it? Was it expensive?
I didn't even check prices. I just found it, and then I went on Twitter, and you would think that I would put a caption next to it, but I just blindly put up
How
this.
would you not buy something like that? I mean, why?
There it is.
Why wouldn't you buy it?
Why wouldn't I buy? I don't know. I don't necessarily know, by the way, that it was for sale.
It was. You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
We all got something today, didn't
Yep.
we?
And you're going home with the yarmulke, and you're going home with the yarmulke.
Can you imagine if that was the first box?
Yeah, that's the first one. A Friends yarmulke. Who would think to make a Friends yarmulke?
Well, some sort of genius.
Yeah. And now you have the only one.
Yeah, that's right. I
think
feel
you do.
pretty good about
You're
it.
welcome. And Lily, your daughter.
Yes.
How old is she?
She will be 5 now in January.
Uh-huh. And she's adorable.
The best.
She is adorable. And what will she be? Look at that. She's wearing her hair like Kim K wears on that little elf. Does she know? Does she see you on television? Does she watch the show and see you shirtless all the time? I'm sure she sees you shirtless at home, but your character.
Yeah, I don't think it's that.
It's not impressive that her dad's on TV always with his shirt off?
I don't think so.
No?
I don't think it's something she pays attention to.
Not at all? You don't mind. Look at that. There's just nothing cuter than that. I mean, I'm just looking at the
Those
kittens.
are real kittens. Those
Yep.
are real kittens, for sure. I'm glad that's up there.
Between that and you with the Friends yarmulke,
That's
you're
right.
really.
This is a real win.
But you don't mind taking your shirt off because you're in great shape and you run like triathlons. and
Yeah,
stuff.
it's the holidays right now, so we're hoping that we don't have to do too many shirtless scenes these days.
Right.
There's just treats everywhere.
Yeah, that is kind of hard.
I
but
mean-
when you know the next script is you're taking your shirt off.
Yeah.
And there's what's the auction that you can be?
Oh, yeah. So we're doing this thing for Omaze. Omaze is this great charity organization where they pair up with a charitable organization. We're doing Chrysalis, which is a group that I've worked with for quite a while now, and they help homeless individuals find employment. And they're local here in LA, both downtown and in Santa Monica.
That's great.
And yeah, they're such a great group, and we paired together with Omaze, who puts together these great campaigns. So you can go to omaze.com, and Chrysalis is such a great organization. We're really happy to be
Good. Well,
helping them.
If you want to learn more about it, go to our website. And New Girl airs Tuesdays at 9 on Fox. Oh, it's good to see you. You look good.
Thank you. Look at us in our sweaters.
Ours and our sweaters.
Blanchett didn't get the memo.
No, she dressed up. So congratulations to you as well. You also just had you didn't. Your wife had a baby. Or did you
Yes.
have a baby?
Well, no, it was
It was
not
your
me.
wife.
I was in the delivery room, and it was definitely not me.
Yeah, it was. And how old is your child?
6 weeks.
Oh, brand new.
Yeah, it's.
Boy, girls,
There he is, boy, Ozzie James.
beautiful. Look at the size of those eyes.
Yeah, they're
He's-
intense.
Ozzie James, that's a great name. Or did you name him, the blanket was named that, and you just decided,
That's right. No, exactly. We got the blanket first, and then we were like, "That's a great idea."
It's already monogrammed.
Yeah.
I don't need to buy a blanket now. So 6 weeks old. Wow. And you have
know.
other children. You have a daughter.
We have a 5-year-old daughter as well.
Oh, and
5
how's
a half.
that? Because sometimes at first they're a little like,
There it is. That's the other one. Yeah. Well, the baby is.
There it is. It's a daughter. There it is. It's your child, and it's a daughter.
I just get excited. It's
Yeah.
like Lily's on TV, and then she's
Yeah.
in a big screen in the back, and
Yeah.
I'm very tired.
Yeah. Well, congratulations. He's beautiful, and Lily has a little brother now, and that's
Yeah.
exciting. And so I saw you at the gym, and I didn't even recognize you, and I was like, oh my God. I mean, you were so. How much weight did you lose?
Ryan Murphy, whom I love, likes to say that I lost 30, which I like to. I'm like, yeah, that's right. But I think it was closer to like 24.
But still, 24 pounds is a lot.
Yeah.
And your hair was bleached.
They bleached.
White?
Yeah, they bleached my hair, and we. So Bob Harper helped me lose a bunch of the weight, and I know you know Bob really well. And I think you were working out with Bob on one of the days that I was supposed to be at the gym, or that I was at the gym, and Nicole, his assistant, was looking around for you and saw me from behind with my blonde hair, and she was like, tapped me on the shoulder. She was like, "Oh, thank God!" And I turned around and she was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe it's you!" And she thought it was you, and now Bob and Nicole call me Ellen, and I'll show up to the gym and they'll be like, "Oh, hey, Ellen."
That's great. Well, that offends me, because look, that's what you look like. There's no way she can confuse me as that.
Well, look,
Yeah.
she was like, "Oh, look, Ellen's walking around."
Yeah. No, but seriously, because when I saw you, I was like, oh my God, I didn't even recognize you. And you were very thin and white hair with a lot of root growth, and then a huge bruise on the back of your leg, like the size of your whole.
I know.
And I was like, what is that? And you're like, oh, I don't even know where that came from. And now that I saw the
It's
show.
an intense show. Have
Oh.
you seen the first episode? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know where these ideas come from. It's a hotel.
Yeah, it's American Horror Story Hotel this year. Every year is a different year. This year it's in a hotel, and it is
Scary.
so scary.
Scary, scary, scary. Don't even, and I like scary. It is scary. Scary.
Yeah, I just went to the premiere of the first episode, and we watched it in this big theater, and there was a lot of moments where the whole audience, and I think these people have seen multiple seasons of the show. I think every time something happened on screen, you'd hear a lot of this. Why?
That's what I was saying.
That's right.
Why?
I knew what was happening, and I was saying it.
And Lady Gaga is in it. And
Yes,
did
the
you shoot with
best.
her? Because I did.
Lady Gaga and I did not have anything together, but we ran into each other a couple times on set. But I saw her after the premiere, and she was looking at those pictures that you just saw, and she'd seen me on. When the only time I had met her was when I looked like that, and so I saw her after the premiere, and I was like, "Hey, how are you?" And I could tell she didn't really recognize me. And my wife Tess was like, "Oh no, he's the one who gets brutalized."
Don't say. Don't say what happens
in
to
the
you.
show, and she went, "Oh my gosh!" And she started that. She
Yeah.
gives me one of the greatest compliments I've ever gotten from Lady Gaga, and she says, she goes, I am very rarely am impressed by a transformation, and yours was really terrific." And I thought, it will never get better than this.
No, that's it was quite a transformation. Oh, this is first of all, that looks adorable, and that scene, which is a fantasy scene, right?
Yes.
So that was like
I'll say.
That was like the second day of shooting.
Yes.
How was
it was,
that?
and it goes on for there. I mean, you
Right.
which is a good thing. People should go and see this and see what happens
That
from
scene
there.
continues for another 45 minutes.
Right.
You can only imagine.
So you got to know each other pretty quickly on this film.
Yeah, we shot that scene on our second day of filming.
Was it really?
And I feel like, you go into a scene like that, there's a lot of nerves. And then I think we shot it and we pulled apart from one another, and I think we both were like, we'll do another take.
Yeah. actually, this is, let's see, how do I say this? The character, we live a lot in Doris's mind.
Right. Well, why don't you tell
And-
everyone what the film is about?
Well, the
so we
film
understand.
is about this woman who has had a very repressed life and has taken care of her mother all of her life and is kind of a borderline personality altogether, wouldn't you say? She's got some issues, put it that way, and is very, very shy, hardly speaks, but has this rich fantasy life, and sees him. And he is her fantasy life. So the audience goes with her in her mind, and we had to shoot those fantasies. Hot damn. I did, before we began this, the second day of shooting, and we, like, you know, we are there for a while.
Yeah.
And I did say to Max, okay, first of all, I do apologize if in any way, you know, the fact that I am 30 some odd years older than you are, you know, rides on you in a negative fashion.
I resented the
I know.
apology. I was like,
I
you're
know.
Sally Field.
I know.
And,
Yeah.
and we're making out right
So that was forgotten, and
Right.
we just went right to it.
But I mean, really, you're Sally Field, and Max, you must have been very excited because I know you were attached to this project for a while, right?
now. Yeah, no, I think your intro said it best. I feel like I was attached to the project for a while, and then Sally came on, and I thought, well, am I replaced now, or do I then have to audition? And I think they would have all felt too badly at that point because I was attached for so long.
Oh, shut up.
Yeah.
Just you stop that.
So now, did you know who Max was at all?
It's okay. It's okay. It's totally fine.
Yes, I did. I did. But I did.
It sounds
I
like
really did.
when you say it that many times, it's a lie.
It's kind of a lie.
Yeah. Okay. So when did you realize this adorableness was? I love Max, and
Everybody loves
Yes.
Max. And I then caught up with Max. You know, I binged. I binge watched.
Yeah.
And then I caught up. And then I knew who Max was.
Yeah.
But I already knew my Max.
Right.
So he was my Max before he was that.
Right.
Yeah, it was nice. We had a rehearsal process with our director, Michael Showalter, who
Who I didn't know who he was either, so I was all right. Everybody was. I didn't know anything.
and it all worked out
It
for the
all
best.
worked out fine.
Yeah.
You just lie most of the time, and then it catches up with you.
Now, does
Well, you know, you
Yeah.
slowly, you know, your lie becomes the reality because then
Well,
you know.
if you're lucky, this kind of lie becomes your reality. Yes,
Yeah.
this is a good lie to
This is
have.
a very good lie.
So now, can I ask? Would you date a man that much younger than you? And are you dating? Maybe you're dating a guy.
I was like, can I ask, are you guys dating?
No, you're married. I know you're not dating.
Way
but
married.
Are
Way married.
Are you in a relationship? And
No.
Would you date someone 30 years younger?
It depends on who that someone was. If he wants to step forward and say, "How about me?" I will judge the situation from that.
Well, I do have someone to suggest.
Is he close by?
I think he's back there somewhere. Ari?
Oh, no.
There he is. He's running behind the counter right now.
Oh, dear.
All right. Well, he's Jewish.
It's all right.
He's a poor man's Max Greenfield.
Oh, don't say that.
He's Jewish, and he's a lovely, lovely.
He looks like a lovely. I like his T-shirt quite a bit.
Yeah.
He looks like a really
Well,
lovely
think about
man.
it.
I don't think his mother would like me at all. Matter of fact, I'm probably older than his mother.
That's all right. That's all right.
fine,
It doesn't
I know,
matter.
I know.
You're
We
Sally
could be
Field,
friends.
for crying out
Hey,
loud.
that's what
You're
I said.
Sally Field, and you've been in it's your 52nd year in this business. How is that possible?
Like, honestly, beats the hell out of me. How is it possible?
I mean, Gidget was 1964, then The Flying Nun, Norma Ray, Steel Magnolias, Mrs. Doubtfire, Forrest Gump, Lincoln. I mean, you know, what a career you've had. And just congratulations, just because someone can say that to you every day.
How has that happened? I mean, don't you marvel that all that's happened to you has happened to you? I mean,
Yes,
it's
I
like,
feel grateful every single
how's
day.
this happened?
It's
I
a
don't
wonderful
know.
thing that to get to do things that you're really proud of.
It is. It's tough, though. I mean,
Yeah.
you got to battle for them. You got to find them. You got to battle for them.
Well, this was a good, whatever happened here, this was a good thing. We have to take a break. When we come back, I understand the kids in your family
yeah, my grandkids.
They
my
love,
grandsons especially, one of them particularly.
love Heads Up.
When we go out to dinner with all, and they're nuts, except his beautiful mother will say, "Time for games," and there it goes, and we're all playing a game.
And
the whole restaurant joins in.
I know. I love when people join in like that. All right, so we're going to take a break, and because you two are so easy to grab on each other, you're going to play sidekick, and I'll guess. Look at that already. We're back with Sally Field and Max Greenfield, and so we're going to play sidekick.
Good.
You can't talk. You have to act it out.
Okay.
And let's hope there's some physical contact here that we'll all enjoy. All right.
I'm so nervous.
Okay.
Oh, proposing.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Oh, security pat down.
Ooh, nice.
Should have let that go on longer. Well, you're walking a dog.
Did you say it?
No, but
All right.
Oh. Why would you throw water in her face? Drinking water. Throwing water in the face. What a weird thing.
Yeah.
Throwing water in the face. Like it's a thing.
Okay. All right.
Who's a flight attendant? Are we over?
That was a flight attendant?
No, couldn't you tell? He was the flight attendant. I was the frightened flyer.
Did we set a record?
We didn't?
For making out, you did. No one has done it like that. Well, and what's fun is that I can post this if I wanted to now on our Facebook page and just show y'all making out and all kinds of things. You know, you're so good in this series. It's fantastic.
Oh, thank you for saying
And I
that.
didn't even recognize you. Because you look so different. You look different now, even.
Yeah, Ryan always has me in some sort of different look. He sees me in a much different way than most
I know.
people do.
Everybody else plays it, casts you as the clean-cut, all-American guy, and he puts you in these crazy roles.
Yeah, I don't know. There's this, and there was Horror Story, which was a whole nother thing, but I enjoy working with no one like Ryan. I mean, it's just the best.
It's a really great, so it's not out yet, and I've seen 7 of them, so I'm like hooked. It's really good.
It feels like a really special series. And Ryan always has a way of taking a story that you feel like and just taking a totally different look at it.
I don't know if everyone remembers that Gianni Versace was shot, and I hadn't really known the story. I just knew that he was shot, and to learn about this guy that shot him and who he was and what he did is crazy. I mean, it's really
his
upsetting.
backstory and sort of how he ended up.
And it's Darren Criss playing
Andrew Cunanan.
And who's playing Versace?
Edgar Ramirez.
He's amazing. Penelope Cruz is amazing as Donna Versace.
Ricky Martin.
Ricky Martin is fantastic. The cast is great, and it's shot in Versace's actual old home where he lived.
Yeah, they did about a month in Miami, and it was incredible to be there. It really was. I had never really been to Miami, and just feeling that space and seeing that the home, which still exists.
Yeah.
It was eerie. It had like an eerie feeling.
So now you must have shot that a while ago, but you still have sort of the same look.
A little bit.
Now, because you had a mustache for it, and you still have some facial hair going on.
Yeah. Well, we just wrapped New Girl right before Christmas, and then literally 8 hours later, got on a plane with my family and went to Mexico. And usually when I go on a trip, I'll just go zzz, zzz. And so we shave the head and let the beard grow out a little bit.
And how's the family like this look?
They're so mad about it.
Really?
Yeah.
Who's mad?
My daughter hates it. She's okay with the beard. When I had the mustache for the show, just furious.
Why was she furious?
She's like, Dad, what are you doing? I remember like walking home and really having it, and she was just pointing at it, and she said, no.
I think you look good. I think you look great.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
I think you look fantastic. And you just celebrated your 10-year wedding anniversary. I'm glad you made it through the last appearance.
We're really close. February will be 10 years.
So the last time you were here, you were like making out with Sally Field.
Yes.
Yeah. Did she like that? Actually, Sally Field was making out with you.
No, it was reciprocal.
Yeah.
That was, she's the best. I know she was just in, God, every time I think of Sally Field, I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta email her. She's just such a wonderful person. I had such a great time with her.
Well, obviously. Obviously. I'm glad we could remind you that you need to get in touch with her again.
I feel like she's gonna pop out or something right
No.
now. You're like, oh, we brought her here.
She's not here. Oh, wonderful. You know, I didn't know what you're doing for a minute there, and then I realized when you got to the chair, you were copying Beth Baer's when she came out the other day.
I told Beth that I would do exactly what she did
Yeah,
the
you
other
did.
day on the show.
This is exactly, she came out, she went to the chair, she twerked,
I rewatched it, and I was like, I really committed to something that I don't know that I can follow through on.
Yep. You didn't do that as well.
She goes for it.
She
Should I do it again?
No. That's all right. That was good. That was, you can't,
Thank you so
I don't
much.
think you can do better.
I don't think so either.
And I mean that in the best way. First of all, I love her so much. Isn't she the greatest?
I mean, she is the best. You walk into work, and on a Tuesday, she'll sit down and go, guys, I saved a donkey. Which bears, questions, but I just say don't even go further than that.
Yeah.
Let's just leave it where it is. And it's just such a nice energy to wake up to in the morning when you're like, oh, here we are, and we've saved some donkeys. And
she saves horses and donkeys all the time.
I know, it's actually really nice.
Yeah, she's a great girl and great energy, and the two of you are adorable together. Do you love working on the show?
Yeah, it's been so much fun. Beth and I have worked together before, and we play husband and wife on the show.
Right.
So it's really nice to have that sort of history with somebody, because there's nothing more uncomfortable than two people who are supposed to play husband and wife on a show, and you're like this. And you go, these people aren't married.
Right.
But she's been wonderful, and we're so excited to be doing this show. And then Cedric, obviously.
Explain the show.
Okay, so it's about a white family that moves into a historically black neighborhood, and they're sort of the unintentional gentrifiers. They don't really know what they've done, and they show up, and they go, this might be a problem. And it sort of goes from there. And then it becomes about these two families living next to one another.
Yeah, it's a great idea. I think it's good timing for this right now.
I hope so. I hope so. It feels like we're taking a really responsible take on the subject. And again, as much as it's about race, it's also about these two families and how different they are, and generationally as well.
Yeah, it's great. So you seem to, you work out. And
obviously, you could see from my dancing.
Yeah, that's got nothing to do with working out, but.
Well, that's how I work out now.
But you do work out.
I used to do CrossFit a lot, and I still do. I've just sort of like adjusted into dad fit. Oh, I thought you were cheering for CrossFit. I was like, whoa, everyone does it here.
No, it's for that right there.
Yes, I understand.
Yes. So Lily is your daughter.
Yeah, this is what she says to me this morning. She goes, she knew I was coming here, and she goes, Ellen likes to scare people. Just a warning. And then you guys opened up with it, just to be very excited.
That's so cute. So she watches the show, and
she loves the show.
Yeah, she likes the games, I heard.
She loves the games. She loves Pie Face. Anything that makes a mess in our house.
Right. Well, you're gonna love me for this.
Oh no, oh no, oh no.
I signed it for her, and she has Pie Face in the house now. So, that's for you, Lily. Happy birthday, whenever it is.
I'm not joking. She's gonna cry. Oh. She really is.
Well,
one, she loves you, and two, we have been to the toy store so many times, and every time we go in there, she goes, I want Pie Face. And I just say no. And somehow, yet again, this girl has found a loophole.
Yeah. She found it.
And here we are.
She found it in me.
Catch our breath. I understand that move.
Yeah, you're right, exactly.
Oof,
You come out here, you give it your all, the energy's coming out here, the
then you gotta
music's
speak
pumping.
words.
Then you gotta say stuff, and you gotta sell.
Oof,
Sell, baby. Oh. Whose sweater's softer, mine or yours?
Sell,
You gotta sell. No, this is, Max and I have known each other for 2 minutes,
So far, so good.
which is a real relationship in showbiz.
Yeah. Longest one I've had.
Longest one, yeah. How are you?
I'm great, man. How are
Thank you
you?
so much for I'm very well. I mean, this is a little daunting and scary and
Sure, yeah,
fun
I
and
bet.
intimidating. But yeah, no, when I heard that you were going to be the guest, I was very
That's
excited.
why
I was like, safe place.
I forgave you for missing our children's gala this weekend.
You're going to call me out like that, okay?
Yeah, look. Our kids, we had our school fundraiser,
Yep.
and I walked in immediately. I scanned the room and I
Yep.
looked for you, and
Yep.
you weren't there. And I was like, "It's okay. He's hosting Ellen. It's a big deal. Give him a break."
I was getting off book. I was memorizing everything. I'm not using these teleprompters.
Yeah, no,
You know,
look,
this
I
is,
understand. It's a big
Yeah,
responsibility.
don't pay attention to these people over here with the cue cards. That's all. That's
So,
you
Emma,
need.
how old are your kids now?
I mean, give me a break. I don't know, man.
I
like.
understand.
No, what did their nanny say? Their nanny said, no. No, Otis will be 5
You wanna
in
text
April.
her?
Yeah, no, it'll be fine. Otis will be 5 in April, and Daisy will be 2.5.
Oh
yeah,
my
what about
God.
you?
Yeah, we have 9 and 3, and we're the same girl boy, right?
No, we're boy-girl.
Oh,
but
you're boy-girl,
Yeah, he's
okay.
got long hair though. He's beautiful, like his mom. So yeah, that's
Well, like
everybody-
you too. Is that why you grew it out?
This is a piece. This is all.
Is it really?
Yeah, these are just. This is all whole thing. Yeah. No. Now what? Okay, so daughters. What's your daughter's name?
Lily.
Lily, and she's
Yeah.
9 now. So that's
She's 9.
What have I got to look forward to? What do I need to know about having a 9-year-old daughter, which will happen before?
I mean, I
turn
wish I
11?
had any advice. I screw it up every day.
Okay, good.
It's just between 6 and 7.
Right.
It's great.
Yeah, yeah.
And then
Hopefully I get a
8,
leap year
9,
there.
like they're just like they start to look at you in ways that like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm starting to realize you're not that smart.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
And then they look at mom and they go, Mom, not that smart, huh? and then you go, you figure it out. All
Yeah,
right.
already sniffed
Now
it out.
I'm fighting from behind. at
What's
this
she
point.
into? What's her
What
like?
she's real into Ellen.
Oh, really?
Loves Ellen. This morning I go like this. Hey, Lily, I'm going to do Ellen this morning. She goes, holy moly.
Yeah.
She was assuming I get the day off school.
Right.
I'm coming with you.
would
This
think,
is a
yeah.
big moment
Yeah.
for us. She watches a lot of clips of Ellen online.
Yep.
And I go, well, hold on. Jason Sudeikis is hosting. Ellen won't be there. And she went, what?
Yeah.
And I go,
Just
all right.
like all of them in line today. Like,
I go, chill out.
Yep.
Jason's very talented. I
Thank
can
you.
show you some, if we want to watch, SNL, which was one of my favorite shows, still is.
Yeah.
And she
Same.
was just not into it.
Not into it. No, I don't blame her.
And I,
No, hey, I like it. I like having to earn it from the next generation.
well, that's totally.
You know?
Well, Ellen gave her a gift last time I was here. She gave her Pie Face.
The
which is a
game, yes,
which
I
is
know
a
that game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's got a real problem with slime.
That's the game, where you put your face in the thing, you turn a little. It's like Russian roulette for children,
Yeah, totally. And it smashes.
which is the tagline.
Yeah, that's right. That's the sell.
Milton Bradley's
That's
gonna
the
love
sell,
this.
Sell. So it smashes like whipped cream in their face if you lose. There it is.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it becomes, Dad, you're playing. And I was like, oh, God.
Did you shut it down, or how's it?
We did one round, and I was like, that's about all.
That's all you can handle.
That's about all we're doing today.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense. I mean, look at you. You're covered in it. You'd have to wet a paper towel and clean that off. That would take all of.
Well,
2
what you
minutes.
don't see. What you don't see.
I mean, look at the joy on her face. You want to shut that down. You're right. You're not gonna catch any flack from me, brother. I see exactly what you're talking about. No. That's a good for you.
I like to keep a tidy house.
So you got the show. You got the show. The
Dad's
neighborhood.
cleaning it up.
That's right. That's true. She's not gonna clean it up. Tell me about the neighborhood. Congrats on season 2. That's
Yeah,
good.
thank you
That's
so
good.
much.
No guarantees in the business of show. So you know. You know what I mean?
It's great.
Yeah.
It's the best. It's this wonderful cast: Cedric the Entertainer, Tishina
yeah.
Arnold, Beth Bears, and it's sort of the odd couple of families.
Yeah.
And I just love it. I'm
great.
like so. It's scary to sign up for a new show.
Oh yeah.
Because you don't know what it's going to be, especially after having come from New Girl. And this has turned out to be such a dream job and
good.
dream show.
That's good. Yeah.
We're so lucky to be doing a second season,
Yeah.
and it's just a wonderful, wonderful
That's great.
situation.
Well deserved. You're super talented. I've always been a fan. You know that.
Yeah, me
it's-
too.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that. Will you stick around? Because we got St.
Yeah.
Patty's Day is Sunday, and Max and I are going to play a little special game when we come back. So stick around. We'll be right back. All right. Oh, so in honor of, be careful with those coins. These are from like 3 Hanukkahs ago. So
I almost killed somebody with one of them.
Good, good. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Live TV, you gotta be ready. In honor of this weekend's holiday, we thought we'd play a special St. Patty's Day version of Heads Up. Now, Max, you're gonna go first, so you just head right there, over there.
Okay,
That's
all right.
great. And this is gonna be acted out, so it will be no talking.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna get on my trap door here, and Your Honor, Your Honor. Okay. Jumping jacks. Yes. Uh-oh. What do we got? The splits? Yeah. You can tell by the look on your face. All right, here you go. Oh. Oh, tap dancing. Yes. Come on, bring it. Stripping? Like going to the potty? Taking off your pants. Yep. Going to the bathroom like a dog. Standing on 1 foot. Yep. Right. Oh, here we go. Oh, doing a little tiny push-up. Tiny push-up. All right. Here we go. Trying to like pole dance. Yes. Hopscotch. Come on. There we go. Is that it? 8.
Did I beat Kristen Bell?
Yeah, did he beat Kristen Bell? That's all. I think so. Yeah.
That's all I care about.
That's it.
That's fine. I can go home happy.
Everyone feels that way about
All right.
her. Everyone. Okay, my turn now.
What if I'm injured?
Yeah, if you're injured, just play through.
Okay.
Just play through. Yeah, this is great. Okay. Oh boy, here we go. 1. All right.
Running. Running in place. A race. 100-yard dash. Sprinting.
Yeah.
Salsa. La Bamba.
Pass. I forget it. I don't have the choreography. This.
Limbo. Snow angels. Oh yeah. Mick Jagger, Rolling Stones. Catwalk, doing modeling. Walking the catwalk.
Yeah. Oh boy, this is gonna hurt.
Burt Reynolds.
Right? Close. Oh, it was cross your legs. How many did I get? 9? 3. Great.
Yeah.
Oh, that felt good.
Did that feel good?
Well, it's nice to dance with an equal.
I gotta say that felt good to watch.
Thank you.
That was different than the last
Sure.
time. It was a different energy. You
Different
kinda-
vibe. I want to come out here and just feel free.
Right.
And that's equal participation with
Yeah.
myself and with you guys.
See, if there was a little more interpretive, you had a little bit more, a little bit more behind that. I like how cool you kept it this time. It's good.
Yeah, I was low key, man.
You were
'Cause,
low key.
I was trying to come in, get a little from you, and then have a back and forth, and I feel like we accomplished that.
Absolutely.
And I feel really good about it.
Accomplished one. Now, have you taken a dance class before?
Oh my gosh. I did very early on. I was in an acting class, and there were some dancers in the acting class, and they went to a studio called, I'm sure you know, Millennium?
Millennium, yeah.
And this is a very serious dance
Yes,
place.
yes.
And I went there and I've never been more humiliated in my life. it was about 2 minutes and I was out.
Freestyle is the way. I'm just leave you with
Yeah, I
that.
know. I'm trying. Look, I'm trying, man.
Yeah. Look, let me switch gears for a second. You
Okay.
just turned 40, man. Congratulations. Congrats. That's a big deal. What'd you do?
It is a big deal. We usually don't celebrate, or we're just low key about the birthday. But my wife Tess went all out, and she took me on like a 4-day vacation to Paris. I'd never been. It was outstanding, and it was.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
look at that.
See, there you
That's
go.
us.
It's Eiffel Tower. Wow.
So we went there, and
Wow.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
It looks beautiful.
there's Tess.
Now, yeah, it looked like you know, you were pretty much left alone. Did anybody recognize you from the show over there? or no?
Yeah, we had a few people. Like, apparently, New Girl is a thing in the world.
That's dope. Hey, that's dope. We can clap for that. Yeah, that's dope.
And it was really funny to hear people with all different accents. I don't know where they were from because they all sounded different, but recognized me and screamed Schmidt from like across the street. We walked into one store and this guy was lovely, and I'm gonna kill his accent, and I feel terrible, and I'm not sure where he's from, so it won't be insulting to anyone. But he was like, hey, my name is Schmidt too, and I was like, oh wow, that's cool. That's not my real name, but right on. and if you watch the show, the character used to be we did a lot of flashback scenes, and the character was really heavy, and he was like, I was fat. I was a fat boy. And so he felt like a real deep connection on so many levels to this character, and it was exciting. It was fun to know, like, wow, man, this show really. This made its way.
Absolutely, man. That's awesome. Now, let's take it back a little bit. Now, today's Thursday, so we're gonna do a Throwback Thursday. We got a Throwback Thursday pick. Let's check this out. Boom. Get him.
Look at that hair.
Now, Max, how old were you then? How old is this pick we're looking
That
at?
was last week.
That was. Uh-oh.
Now, is yours a headshot?
Mine was. It was supposed to be.
Yeah, mine was a
It
headshot too. Let me tell you something. We kind of have very similar vibes, man. There
Yeah.
was like something going on, like.
Also, the mood, right? What is it about a headshot that makes you go, get as serious as you possibly can and hold your neck at a really weird angle?
Totally. There's an
Right?
angle where like something about it is angled for no reason, and it's just like, I'm here.
But you know what? It was
I can play a love interest.
Exactly, yeah. Am I serious or am I not? Right, yeah, exactly.
Like trying to be older than you actually are. You're like, one day I could play a doctor on TV.
I'll tell you what, man, we got to take a break, but when we come back, we're going to play a game with Lonnie. It's going to be a lot
Let's
of fun.
go.
Now, let's take a break. We are back with Max Greenfield and Lonnie Love.
I'm
now,
still here.
Now, we thought we'd play a new game we call Twitch Caption is Better. I forgot. That's new power. That's new
That was
power.
cool,
That's
man.
new power to get right there. Look, different pictures are going to pop up on the screen. Max and Lonnie will take turns coming up with a caption for each picture. Y'all ready? This is going to be great.
Oh, okay.
This is going to be great.
You gonna go first?
I haven't seen the picture, so okay.
All right, let's see the first one.
You go first.
Okay.
Wow.
You know, if I knew Sprinkles was gonna have this kind of reaction to the new Lion King, I would have never let her watch it.
Wow. Wow, Twit. Wow.
Wow,
Wow.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. Oh. Ooh. Okay. Are you happy to see me, or is that catnip in your pocket? I'm trying to keep it clean.
I see.
It's a rough one. It's a daytime TV.
Let's see
know.
the next one. Let's see the next
Fast, switch it to go to the next one.
one. Wow. Oh. That's special. Ooh. That is special.
Ooh. You know what? I'll take this one, Max.
Okay.
If Beyonce can do it, she can too. All right.
I got it. This is the last time we let Britney Sue cut her own bangs.
All right, let's see the next one. Oh, that's good.
That is adorable.
That's good.
Okay, I'm feeling like, the baby is looking at him and going, you can get off the breast. You can get off the breast.
Lewis, being in the 99th percentile in height and weight is a good thing. You don't need to go on another diet.
Okay, do we have one more? Whoa. Oh. Wow.
Oh, hey man, we're just killing it. We're killing this photo all over the place. I'm not even mad at it. Coincidence, we all did our hair the same way. But we're gonna send this out for Christmas, and we'll send it out for Hanukkah too.
Oh, white people.
Who would have thought?
I lost the rhythm there for a minute. Look at you.
Look at
I
you.
mean, all right.
We're both worthless. I don't know how we ended up sitting across from each other. But I want to
Unbelievable.
thank you for being my first talk show guest.
I mean, what an honor.
Oh. Tell them how we met.
Well, we met on the set of Will and Grace.
Yes.
And that's right. And what was your thought when we first met?
Oh, I thought you might be gay. But then again, that's my thought whenever I meet anybody. So.
Let me tell you something, you're not the only one. Right before Thanksgiving, a friend texted me and he says, they're posting these all over West Hollywood. And they posted this poster.
Look down there, you can see better.
Very, very subtle. It says, if you can't read that, it says big gay party. And then it's me with my shirt off. And then underneath it, it says Bangsgiving.
I want to go to that party.
Well, Bangsgiving was an episode we did of New Girl a long time ago. And it was one of our Thanksgiving episodes, and little did I know that one day it would result in me promoting a big gay party in West Hollywood, bringing everyone together for a festive turkey something.
You know I'm popular, back to me, because I want to talk. Well, no, over to you. But you know that I'm popular on Instagram, but you know why. Tell them why.
I do know why.
Your wife.
Yeah, who's to blame for that?
You and your wife.
That's right. So when we were doing Will and Grace, Leslie, I said, I'm working with Leslie Jordan, who I knew and I had loved, and he had mentioned, look how beautiful. And
Isn't she pretty?
And Leslie had said, Leslie had never been, up until that point, a series regular on a television show. And I thought it was the most ridiculous thing that I have ever heard. And Tess was a casting executive at Fox at the time, and they were doing a show called The Cool Kids, which was about a retirement home. Now, not that you're that old, but I thought that maybe they could age him up a bit. And Charlie Day from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia was producing it, who's the best. And Tess was like, I think Leslie would be really good for that show. And so I texted Charlie and I was like, what do you think? And he goes, I don't know who Leslie is. Maybe he's probably the only one. And I was like, just check him out. So they sent you the sides, like the audition material to audition for the show. And Leslie calls me and he goes, I don't know. He goes, I don't know that I can do this. And I go, what do you mean? You're so, first of all, it's a multi-camera sitcom. This is what you do. What do you mean you can't do this? He goes, it's for a New York Wall Street guy. And I was like, what are you talking about? He goes, here, and he sends me a picture, and it's him in suspenders, and like he looks like Gordon Gekko. It's the most ridiculous picture I've ever seen. And so I said, listen, don't do an accent. Don't try to be just go be yourself and be who you are. And Charlie is smart enough, he will get it, I promise. And sure enough, you went in, you did you, and Charlie was like, this is the star of our show. And so, during the run of that show, my wife, who was at Fox, said, Leslie, are you on Instagram? And what's the rest of the story?
I said something funny. She said, that's cute. You should post it. And I didn't know what it meant. I thought those little yellow post things. We're back with Max Greenfield. Woo! I've been over to eat at your house a couple of times, and those kids, your two kids, Lily and Ozzy. Is that right? Look at that. Have you ever?
I told Lily I was coming to see you today. She was very jealous.
Oh.
She loves you.
Oh. She's still skateboarding?
She's kind of skateboarding. She transitioned over to volleyball, and they won their division or whatever it was, but they won a trophy and a thing. It was a big deal. But yeah, so we have this abandoned skateboard park in our backyard. I built the whole thing, and now no one's skating in it. I'm certainly not skating in it.
What about Ozzy? He's not skating yet?
He's too scared.
He's too scared.
He's too sweet.
He is. He's precious. Look at this book that Max Greenfield wrote. It's a kid's book, and what inspired you to do that?
Your best friend Lily, my daughter, inspired me to write the book. It's based on my own experience as a parent and as a reluctant reader. I spend all this time with my kids every night trying to get them to read a book before they go to bed, and then I get lawyered for 25 minutes about I don't want to read that book, and this is why, and there's this and this, and I'm like, oh my God, what an argument. And by the end of it, I go, you have to go to bed. And it's been 25 minutes, and it's now 9 o'clock, and we've read nothing. And so when the opportunity came around to write a children's book, I said, well, if I was going to do it, it'd be called I Don't Want to Read This Book, and it'll be all the reasons why you don't want to read a book. And by the end of it, hopefully, your child will have read a book.
That Lily, she's the brains of the operation. She runs the show.
That's right. I dedicated it to her.
Oh. What's that TV show you're on? The Neighborhood.
Yeah.
Woo! And in a 4th season, that's something I've never seen. Tell me about The Neighborhood.
Yeah, we're in our 4th season. It's such a great group. Beth Bears, who's been on the show so many times, is on it. Cedric the Entertainer, obviously, Tashina Arnold. It's just one of those dream jobs where you're with people that you love and you're laughing all day. And I think it really comes across on the screen when you're watching the show. You're like, I like these people, and I'm laughing with them, and I like them on a Monday night.
That's fun.
Yeah, and it's a traditional multicam, which you're so... Leslie is one of the best multicam actors I've ever been around.
I don't know about that.
Truly, there are some people who get on there and they find that format with the laugh track and everything sort of jarring and uncomfortable, and Leslie is the exact opposite and embraces it and is so wonderful at it and was so...
Because I'm a ham. I had identical twin sisters who were adorable, 22 months younger than me, and Mother would put them in little petticoats with frilly underpants and everything, and I didn't get a bit of attention.
Get it together, get it together.
We're back with Max Greenfield. I'm getting kind of scared of this audience. They're so wound up. Y'all, since Christmas is 4 days away, we're going to play Ellen's game, Stack Your Packages. I like the sound of that. Here's how it works. 2 of Ellen's handsome men have volunteered to sit in these chairs. You and I are going to have 45 seconds to see which can stack the most packages on their laps. So let's go to our places. Wait. I will take off my fancy shoes. And I think I'm going to need a bigger ladder. Okay.
Okay.
How do we know when to go? How do we know? Someone go
they'll
Yale?
start the clock and then.
Tell me when.
You're the host of the show.
Well,
You
I
have
don't
to
know
start
what
the
I'm
clock.
supposed to do.
Leslie, you're in control of all of this.
On your mark, get set, go!
Oh, don't take that one.
I'm going home.
That's what happens. But you tried to cheat.
No, I did not.
This is what happens.
It was the elf that did it.